Good day, students. Welcome to our virtual classroom. Today's lesson, we will be discussing about solving problems involving polynomial function. Okay, so before we are going to start with our discussion, let me read first the content standard and the performance standards of today's lesson. So we do have here. So you will be able to demonstrate understanding of key concepts of polynomial function. And for the performance standards is that you will be able to conduct systematically a mathematical investigation involving polynomial functions in different fields. And for today's objective for our lessons is that you'll be able to identify the steps in solving problems involving polynomial function and as well as solving problems involving polynomial function. Okay, so let us first recall the lesson that what we have previously. That is all about evaluating polynomial function. So I have here example. So we are to evaluate here the function of x that is equal to 2x squared minus 15x plus 19 when our x is equal to 3. Okay, if you have remembered, all we have to do here is we simply change all the x value by 3. So instead of f of x, it is now the function of 3, whereas our value of x is 3. Okay, so from 2x squared, it becomes now 2 times 3 to the power of 2, while the 15x here will be 15 times 3, then copy the 19. So for the 3 squared, so 3 squared is equals to 9, while, okay, so this 3 squared is equal to 9, and then after that one, we are going to multiply. So 2 times 9 is 18, negative 15 times 3 is negative 45, then copy the 19. And then all we have to do is we are going to add everything. So we do have 18 minus 45 plus 19. That is simply equals to negative 8. So therefore, for the f of x, this equals to 2x squared minus 15x plus 19. When our x is equals to 3, the value for the f of 3 is equals to negative 8. Okay, so this is our lesson previously. Okay, so let us now move to our today's lesson. That is solving problems involving polynomial function. Okay, so I have here an example. So let's start with the first example here. Okay, here is the problem. The polynomial function f of t is equals to 20t squared plus 400 gives the height of an object t seconds. So you are to find the distance of the object in 2 seconds after it was dropped on the top of the building. Okay, so here is our building. So if we are going to drop our object from the top, now the question is, what is the distance from the top after the 2-second drop? Okay, so using our function here, the f of t is equals to 20t squared plus 400, where the t or the time is equals to 2 seconds. So what we will do, we are going to substitute all the t here by 2. So this will become the f of 2 is equals to the 20 2 to the power of 2, that is for the t squared, then copy the 400. Then what is 2 squared? 2 squared is actually 4. Okay, then 20 times 4 is 80. So let us just copy the 400 here. So adding 80 and 400, the answer is 480. So therefore, if we are going to drop the object from the top of the building after 2 seconds, it will be 480. Okay. So next, second example. A car manufacturer determines that its profit P in millions of pesos can be modeled by the function P of x that is equal to 15x cubed plus 8x squared plus 4x minus 220, wherein our x here represents the number of cars sold. So what is the profit when our x is equals to 50? Okay, so using our function here, the p of x equals to 15x cubed plus 8x squared plus 4x minus 220, where x is equals to 50. So let us substitute all the x's there by 50. Okay, so from 15x cubed, it is now 15 times 50 cubed. For the 8x squared, so it is 8 times 50 to the power of 2. While 4x is 4 times 50, then copy the minus 220. Okay, for 50 cubed, so if we are going to multiply 50 3 times, the result will be 125,000. And for the 50 squared, that is 2,500. Then copy the remaining of the equation. And then we will multiply 15 times 125,000. So if we multiply this one, it will yield us 1,875,000. While multiplying the 8 by the 2,500, it will give us the 20,000. Then 4 times 50 is 200, then minus 220. And then to sum it all, if we are going to get the sum of all, okay, of all the numbers here, it will give us 1,894,980. And this one is actually the profit gain when there are 50 cars sold. Okay, so I guess this is quite simple. So let's proceed on to the third example. Okay, so I'll be giving you 5 minutes to solve this one. So just pause the video and then try to answer. So using this function here, where r is equals to 6. Okay, for 5 minutes. So kindly pause the video. Okay, so very good. So for the f of 6, that is actually equals to 91. So there are 91 hexagons in a honeycomb if our r is equals to 6. So now it's your turn to solve. Okay, so I want you to answer in your Okay, in your module, that is activity number 2. So solve the 3 problems there. Okay, so if there are questions, do not hesitate to PM. Okay, or you can ask me through our group chat. So, any questions? If there are none, then we will call it a day. Thank you so much, and God bless us all.